Right, so welcome to the show, guys. We have a lot to talk about. In the gang is the building. ABA Kings, your man is right here.
And Gabrielle right here.
All right, guys, let's go on a short break. When we get back, we'll talk about our Naira that we did not expect, that was printed 10 years, 20 years ago. We're now seeing it, and a whole lot more. Don't move a muscle.
That's right.
I used to care for the world's opinion.
Next.
I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Fuse Unpotted.
I find it very funny and what's the word now? I find alarming that we're now seeing circulation of Naira notes that were printed over 10 years ago. I mean, I saw on Instagram a lady showed a video of 200 Naira notes, like different bills, mint notes, fresh. Like it's just coming out from the ATM, never spent. I mean, and the numbers were actually, it was a chronological arrangement. Do you understand? And I'm like, yo, if CBN did not announce that they were going to actually rebrand the Naira notes, we probably would not see some of this money. So they were actually right that people were actually
hoarding it.
Cash.
And I wonder, like, what's the purpose of actually hoarding money? And I'm happy that this, new redesigning of the Naira notes is actually happening, because money that has been stashed up somewhere, I don't know what they're planning to use it for.
Of course, we know what they're planning to use it for.
What are they planning to use it for?
We can't just say it's on radio, like you get. So I don't want them to look for
I'm not going to lie. I don't know what they're planning.
I don't want them to look for me.
And a lot of people don't know what they're planning.
It didn't even end with the 200 Naira notes video that I saw. I saw a video of, they were not speaking in English. They were speaking in another language, but it's obviously a northern language. I don't know if it's Fulani in particular or the general Hausa language. They were talking about how, I mean, I saw a load of cash in a truck, and they were talking about how some of this cash had already rotten, some are torn, and they were already wasted. That why they bringing out now and stuff like that. And I'm like, what is going on in this country? People are starving. I mean, there's no money in circulation, and now that we hear that the EFCC has arrested, so far since the announcement, they've arrested over 10 people that work with Bureau de Change. They've been able to apprehend some people that had like loads of cash in Naira and dollars in Lagos and beyond, hoping that there'll still be more news. Apparently, they probably would have arrested a couple of people, but they're not giving us the full detail. You get me? But I mean, let's not go into that. We just hope that we are going to see the light at the end of the tunnel from these changes.
I'm not going to lie. That's what I honestly hope for, because this is really funny. But I'm seeing how all of this is going to impact like the economy in general. We're going to see.
We're just scared.
Money's going to come out more.
Dollar is how much now, Gabby?
Dollar should be $845 now.
So that's $1 to Naira is 800.
$1 to Naira, yes, exactly, 845 there.
A couple of days ago, it was still 700.
700, they're about to cross into 800 now. It's way over.
And their predictions, right?
And their predictions are still going to keep going, and so it's going to keep falling. That's the situation we're in now, and it's really very serious, honestly.
We can only hope and be be positive in whatever is going on with Naira and Nigeria economy right now.
Maltina, share happiness.
Fuse Unpotted.
All right, let's move on to something very, very, very crucial and exciting also. We watch a lot of Nollywood movies where we see matchmaking happen in the past. And we seem to think that we have outgrown that era in some sort of way, because those Nollywood movies where you say, this is the man that you are going to marry, come here, and that's all. But we feel like because of the advent of circulation of education and the fact that there's now liberal choices from parents and children to have their relationship and choose who they want to be, some people will say it has reduced to the barest minimum. But do you think that it has been wiped away in totality? I'm talking about matchmaking, especially marriages. families imposing.
Matchmaking.
Imposing.
I don't know about imposing, and I don't know if families in those days were really doing a lot of imposing. I mean, some imposing was happening, but a lot of times, you know, when the matchmaking happens, you're saying daily, were you there, AV? Were you there? Okay, but here's the thing. Even in those times when some families were imposing, you know, spouses on their children, you know, there were other families that were just, you know, suggesting. So if a man comes over to the house and says, "Oh, I've seen a flower in this house," you know, that's how it always used to happen. And then from then on, you know, the woman says, "Oh, after they've seen a couple of guys come over to the house, you know, to make their intentions known." Yeah, she says, "This is what." That's what I'm saying. That it wasn't all cases of, you know, being imposed on them. You know, so this day and age, I think it's still happening. Families are still introducing, you know, their spouses to the children. Yes, I'm telling you very much, and I'm talking from experience.
I have a friend who was telling me that they are forcing our brother to, you know, get hitched with a family friend.
Wow, that forcing, sha.
Like they were really. Oh, so here's the gist. Yeah, the lady came from the US to Nigeria for Christmas, and they made sure that they spent time together. At some points, they allowed the babe to stay with the guy's sister in the house for like 2-3 days. They wanted her to stay so that they will all be friends. Their popsy, he said the popsy was just giving them money at random times, like, you guys should go out, go see a movie. And they had already told the daughter that anytime that they are going to see a movie or go out, that she should just excuse herself.
Wow.
So, like, do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
So they had a plan.
I like that. That's a very interesting story. But there's another one here that is very interesting as well. This person says, "My mom wants me to have a court wedding because she wants me to japa. You know, I'm really confused. I just finished my NYC and she wants me to get married to her friend's son." So this is an example of someone who is, you know, trying to be match made. He says he wants me to get married to her friend's son because he needs someone to take along to the UK. Now, this one is being match made, but also with japa plans attached. And he says, "I have a 3 years boyfriend and she's not understanding me. She even said she's going to disown me if I don't do what she wants. Please, I really need advice."
First off, your mom or your dad would not disown you. No matter what they say, you did not kill anybody. No matter what they say, that they will disown you. I'm saying that from experience because I've done a lot of things that my mom tell me, "I will disown you. You get out of this house." It's a lie.
So what's your advice for this lady now? Stay with the 3 years boyfriend that is here, or should she jackpot with this other one, you know, and go to the UK?
So here's the thing, yeah. First off, your 3 years relationship, have you stated where it's heading to? That's the first thing. All right. Where is it heading to? Are you sure it is not just relationship of boyfriend, girlfriend privileges?
Not just vibes and vibes and vibes.
That's one. Then secondly, there should be no pressure on your relationship because of that. That, oh, there's an option. It would affect your relationship later on. Don't pressure. Don't because of that one start asking the guy that, "Are we getting married? What is it?" Do you, as at now, do you know where the relationship is heading to? If she doesn't know, it's not because of that one. She should not start pressuring the guy because she'll be acting on influences, external influences. That
but I feel the mom shy. I can understand why she's very bothered. She's like, you are finished your NYC, get married, follow my friend's son, and go and be in the UK.
It's so sudden. She literally does not know this guy. She's going to another area,
another
place.
Home. All of a sudden, a new country.
Nobody to cry to.
Come on.
Nobody to save you if there's anything.
Yeah, but the mother also would want something that's good for her daughter. So it's like, oh, I know my friend's son. My friend's son's a responsible guy. So
you literally don't know anybody.
Okay, that's another.
You don't know anybody. You don't even know your neighbor. You don't know your brother. You don't know what anybody does and you don't know how people will react when they get into. You know, see, I say this thing all the time. Marriage and relationship are two different things.
This is
Dr. Love talking now. Listen,
Dr. Love, your second Dr. Love, which is me, by the way. I have something to say. I'm just going to sing this, advice to this girl. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you smile.
Will make you happy. We'll go on this show break. And when we get back, we have more tea for you. Don't move a muscle. It's Tiffy's Unbothered.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta. Be your best.
Maltina. Share happiness.
Fuse Unpotted.
All right, welcome back, guys. Now I have a very interesting question that's here, and it's a $1,000 question. Not that I'll give you $1,000 if you answer it,
you just broke my
because
heart.
you are happy now, and I don't know why. But this question has to, do with $1,000, and it's basically like this. If you happen to have $1,000 and you're going to split it between
like 800 by now, like 800.
Don't be calculating everything. Now, must you convert? Must you convert it to this naira?
I'm sorry.
Leave it at dollars. So if you happen to have, $1,000, with you right now, and you were supposed to split between your mom and your dad, how are you going to split it? Who's going to get more?
It's a no-brainer. Yeah, for me. It's
Okay.
a no-brainer. Nobody's going to get more. I'm going to split it equally. Yeah.
You have been a politician now. Why now? Okay. But I know a couple of people have answered this question, and then they've said, if I was going to do it, I'm going to give my mom everything.
Or more, yeah?
Yeah. No, not some people say I'll give it to my mom everything.
I think there's just this, when it comes to, I'm
not saying that's what I'll do.
It's a show.
Because to be honest, AB, I'll do the same thing as you. Yeah. But people are saying that it will give their mom everything, and I'm kind of wondering why. So yeah.
I mean, like, one of the love languages is gifting or giving or whatever you call it. And I mean, this displays the level of love that fathers or men have or receive. I beg your pardon. Receive from. Whether it's from family or friends or everything, and I keep saying it that it is not equal. I feel like when it comes to favor table, women get it more easier. When it comes to favor table,
could it be because women give it more?
I would not use the word women give it more. I would just use the word love for men on the receiving end is conditional.
Wow.
Yes, that's what I'll say, because it's sometimes it's transactional, but every time it is conditional.
So what you're saying
it is tied to so many things. The pressure on being a man from birth is get ready. If you're looking for a job as a man, you're looking for a job that would feed a family, not just feed you. You're looking for a job that at some point you will keep earning more, because you would have to fend for a couple of people and stuff like that. So there are so many reasons why I can give that love receiving on the receiving end of a man is very conditional.
Very conditional. So I'm just gonna.
Do you agree with that?
Me, I don't know, because I feel like it's not just for the men. I feel like generally in life, there's no such thing as unconditional love.
How do you mean?
That's my feeling. I was talking to a friend not long ago who was telling me, see, I want someone to love me unconditionally, and I was just saying to myself that last when you bring everything down to what it truly really is, when you see a guy who loves you as a lady, he loves you for some reason, and that's the truth. It probably is because you are beautiful.
There's
maybe you are well mannered.
Yeah.
Maybe he finds you physically attractive. Maybe it's that you have money. Maybe it's that your life is put together. Maybe he finds you God-fearing.
Or you're peaceful.
You're peaceful. You're bringing peace. There's something you have that's making them love you. In that case, the love is not unconditional.
No, I don't agree, because that's a trait that is attracting the man.
Okay.
But his own show of love is not tied to what you show back or what you give back. And that's me being sincere, all right? But as a man or as a guy, even as a guy, you're not married. You're probably just in relationship with guys and girls as friends.
Yeah, what do you mean by relationship with guys?
Like your friends now, your guys.
Okay, friendship.
So you see, tell you what, you hardly hear guys gift each other things.
Okay.
Even on their birthdays. And you hardly hear a guy just ask another guy for money that Omo Ibadu, they'll sharply send me this amount. If they even send you money, it will not be what you asked for. It's probably half of what you asked for, or what they probably can let go. That's one. Or then again, guys know that they would rather patronize you as a guy than give you money. But let a babe ask. Now, this is what girls do. I don't know if you know about this thing, but a lot of girls in this millennial and Gen Z age do this a lot, and I've fallen victim of it in one or two times, and I said never again. And that's because I have female friends. So they go on their WhatsApp. Probably they don't have a lot of money, and they have money in their savings. Don't even trip. Okay. All right, but they want to do something and they don't want to spend that money. They just go on their WhatsApp or whatever social media platform they have, and they ask like 10 guys, I need like 20K for something. And out of 10, it's not possible. There will be one or two that will send the money.
Okay.
Can a guy do that? All right, it's. Do you understand what I'm saying? So a guy cannot do that. It will seem like you. Apart from the fact that every man out there is somewhat egocentric, and you have this level of pride that you want to keep to yourself, but you just know from instinct and situations around you, you just know that almost as a guy, you can't get love unconditionally. It's rare. I mean, we're talking off air. I beg, sorry to cut you. We're talking off air, and someone was saying even the love from Christ was tied to someone dying.
Maybe I'm not sure I understand. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. But here's the thing: you're saying that a man, you must give something to be loved. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. It's not just giving. It's tied to so many things. It might not be giving. It might be your own show of love, the way you are available. People have different love languages. It might be attention. It might be quality time, gifting.
I still maintain that it goes the same for both genders. You have to have something
but it's worse for guys.
That makes people say I love you because of this. So people love because of, not necessarily despite. Do you understand what I mean? So that's what it is.
All right, guys, let's hear what you think. All right, what do you think about unconditional love? Is it real? Is it realistic? Is it favorable to the ladies
gender?
Or to the guys? All right, let's hear what you think. How about you hit us up on our YouTube platform, The Fuse on YouTube. Hey, search for it. Click the subscribe button and click the notification button so you can be notified anytime we drop a new video. And kindly comment. Let's hear what you think about what we just talked about. Unconditional love, is it real? Is it realistic? Is it a facade? Is it fugazi? All right. What gender does it favor more? You can also hit us up on Instagram, Fuse Local on Instagram. And hey, link up with me, your man, ABA King Stuff Daddy, AB_AK1Z on Instagram and every other social media platforms.
Oh, you'll find me on Instagram at Gabby.Gabby. To follow, guys.
This is the Mod Weekend Tech today. We believe that you're going to have a great weekend. Hey, guys, don't forget to love yourself and do what you love the most. From all of us here in the studio,
stay fused.
Hey, and drink Maltina.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.